Then it's
like,
it's a fine line.
It is a fine line,
like,
right?
Well, because
yeah,
like they could be trying too hard at the beginning because like they're trying to like because they see you and they're like they're trying to press you, but then at the same time it like weirds me out at least. I don't know, probably weirds Corey out and stuff. But like when you're trying too hard, you notice that. Like you notice when somebody's just like you're like, okay, this isn't you. Like I know it's you to an extent, but like. I know, like, I've probably done it, too, before where I try too hard and you're just like, ew, that, like, was not me. And you feel awkward.
Like,
ew,
how weird is that?
You're like, yeah, why would you do that? yeah. But, like, so, yeah, just, like, you need to mesh well. Like, it's just, like, there's so many variables to it.
Right.
So, like, I'm just big into, like family, too. Like, just making sure that, like, how they treat their family. Because, like, I come from, like, I love my family. Like, I love them. So, it's just, like, I want my family to like them, and like my family, like, they don't ever like not like anybody, but like, you know, like the moment they don't, you're just like, okay, there has to be something going on, like there's something wrong, right?
Because you trust their judgment too,
exactly, right? Yeah, and they know me like so well because I'm an open book to like with my family. We talk about like literally they know me like inside and out,
right?
And then like when you go and to meet their family, like I can't meet them right away. Like that's like a big no when they're like, oh hey, you want to meet my family like next week at a barbecue? I'm just like, what kind of shit is that? Like, but we're talking for only 2 weeks. Like I think that's like I'm just like that's like that's a big like.
Yeah. So hard. It's such a fine line though, because on the one hand you're like, I'd like you to love your family, but not so much that you want me to choose right away.
How many like am I that special to you that you're bringing like?
I hate a texter. I hate a texter.
Yeah, that's like
it's my biggest pet peeve. I hate a texter.
What do you mean a texter?
Like what are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just doing this. Yada yada. What are you doing? Oh, I'm doing this. Like 5 minutes later. What are you doing now? It's like I'm still doing. How will we have anything to talk about if I've told you everything that I did today?
That's the thing. Like you just like if you like haven't talked all day, you have to pick up the phone and call them.
For sure.
Just, like, hey,
do you know what's awesome? Because I wasn't very like a phone person, right?
Yeah. Like, on the phone, like, or texting, like on a call.
On a call.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, and then Jay was like, and Jay's like preaches phone calls, right? And I'll be like, fuck yeah, I'm just gonna call. And then I called it, and it was just like
so much better.
Yeah.
Because like it's more
texting is for I'm on my way.
Right.
Yeah.
What time will you come over?
Exactly.
Come over at 6. Like whatever. It's not for like
you
I
text
just
for
wanted
a
to
purpose.
tell
it's like,
you.
Exactly.
It's like just wait until I see you next. Like why did you need to text me this paragraph right now? This is so weird.
It's like it's okay at the beginning when you're first talking because you're like it's kind of like it makes it less awkward.
Yeah.
You're kind of getting to know each other.
You can't say it in person yet. I get it.
Yeah, but like after there's a certain point where it's just like okay, like
so
I
what
just
are you
like
doing
I
now?
hate texting.
What are you doing?
Like,
or like when I'm out, I lose everything when I get drunk. Like that's just a thing. So I always put my phone in my bag. I don't check my phone throughout the night. I never have pictures from anything. It sucks, but it's who I am. It is what it is. But like if I could never date somebody who's like, where are you? What are you doing? Where are you now? It's like I will tell you if anything goes awry or if I'm changing destination.
Well,
it's like how about we just do that?
Like there's like some of my friends that have like they're like boyfriend and girlfriend's like location and stuff, and I'm just like not healthy. Like, it's not healthy. Like, you're just gonna like create problems out of that.
Exactly.
Like you know what I mean? Like that's just like you need to be you and they need to be them, and like you need to live with your separate lives.
Back to
and
the
then,
social media thing though.
Together,
everybody takes it too seriously. Your boyfriend likes a girl's picture on Instagram. Instagram is for liking pictures. Your boyfriend is going to like somebody else's picture.
Yeah,
and
these like, you liked her picture. It's like that.
Like you are taking this too seriously. Like if somebody favorited his tweet, would you freak out? Yeah. No, it's because it's like it's this a funny weird thing. Like I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's like
I love that. It's like this just validates. This validates so much of my shit. Like I love this.
Maybe we're different. I don't know.
No, I mean this is exactly what I wanted to hear. To be honest, you know, like I was expecting. Not like make offense to you guys, but I was expecting totally the opposite.
Yeah.
Really?
Like,
totally the opposite.
But then
say that.
Some
like,
of my friends I talk to, I love a lot. We have a ton of things in common, and for them, they're like, no liking on Instagram. No, they need to text me what they're doing, when they're doing it at all times.
Yeah, that's so insecurity.
I guess it depends on who it is, or
also like their past, like insecurity.
Yeah, maybe they had a relationship
like that, right? But it's just at the same time, I'm just like. For me, I get over those, like, okay, like, somebody hurt me in the past. I'm just like, hey, fuck that person. Not the next person.
If
like,
you applied that
like,
to every person you know, you would never have another friend in the world.
Right.
Exactly, yeah. So that's...
What about, what do you guys look for in a girl?
Oh, no, but I just wanted to point out... I wanted to point out one big thing that I appreciated Corey saying. Like, she put herself, like how can I impress this person? Mm-hmm. Whereas, like, guys, they always go in, it's like, how can I impress you?
Yeah.
But they forget, like, it's like, yo, this girl needs to somewhat impress me too.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a two-way street. It's not just like I need to get her attention.
Exactly.
It's just that you both need to
Exactly.
like get each other's, and that's how things start. Like
Exactly.
you can't just be like forcing somebody to
And
like
I
you.
feel like with our generation especially, I don't know, it's like if you go to a party and a guy sees a girl that he thinks is cute and it doesn't necessarily work out that night, they will never ever try again. Like that chase and that like I found a girl that I like and I'm gonna try to make it work. That's gone. Like that is it is now
it's
accessibility.
Rare. It's not gone, it's rare.
But it's like they're
Totally
looking for
agree.
accessibility and what's the easiest to come. It's like I don't really want to put the work in to go. I had set one of my friends up with one of our friends, Tiara.
Yeah.
And he said like, hey,
Shout out to TT.
and he said, hey, do you want to come over? And she said, no, not like I don't know you, but I'll go to get a drink or I'll go to dinner or something. And then he was like, ugh, like whatever. They ended up getting a drink the next time. Hey, do you want to come over? And she was like, no, but I'll go get a drink or we can meet up and go for a walk or whatever.
Right.
But it's like, then he was like, well, I don't know how she feels about me and I don't want to put, because it's like you don't want to put in, girls too, you don't want to put in the work anymore if it's not clicking instantly, which is fake. If it
now,
clicks right away, I'm sorry, but most often it just means that you guys like watch the same TV show. Sorry,
Right.
Yeah.
like,
but it goes back to
nobody wants
again,
to like.
Yeah, it goes
You guys
back
get
to
it.
having like
You guys
so
get it.
many options on
Right.
like social media
Fake
and like
options,
just like
because
fake
it gives you a
options.
false
It gives you
sense.
false
You see
hope.
people like your thing, they like everybody's picture.
Yeah.
Once again, it's just a like, but
It's
then you
just like
think in your head, you're
they're
like, I
DMing
could get
7
any
other
of
girls,
these guys,
like-
but
Right.
really,
Yeah, it's true. It's just like, oh, she didn't like me. Okay, on to the next. Like freaking swipe on
I know.
Tinder, got one.
Yeah,
Didn't,
and I feel
didn't
like-
work out. Next one, like
Because people want that instant.
gratification.
yeah,
Yeah,
but it's like
exactly.
the best ones grow out of like you said, like when
Yeah.
you like meet them in person or like even if you
Exactly.
meet
Or, like,
online and then
you
you
meet-
see them in person, you know what I mean? Like you
Right.
can like I know people who have like the best relationships from meeting on like Plenty of Fish or something, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like they like it worked out for them and like I'm not like I never judge people who like I know people think it's weird, but like I'm all for it. Like if you can't like some people just can't talk in
I think
person to
Right.
start
I
it
think
off,
what it
so-
boils down to is people don't like being alone. and
Yeah,
they don't
yeah,
like
yeah.
if you're not comfortable with yourself and comfortable being by yourself, then you are always going to look for instant gratification
They
in the
always
first
say
person
you
who comes
gotta
along
love
because
yourself before you love
if you meet somebody
else.
that it doesn't quite and
Point
it
to the
doesn't
camera.
Yeah. With like
There you go. There you go.
but if it doesn't click right away or if something seems off to you, there's so many people who go, I'm just
Overthink
gonna
and
ignore
stuff,
that
yeah.
because
Right.
everything else is going so good. But it's like, but if you were okay with being alone, then you would be able to say, you know what, I don't think this is working for me. I'm just gonna take some time and find the right
Yeah.
person. But nobody wants to take the time anymore
Yeah.
because they're so worried that they're
Or,
gonna
like,
be
there's,
alone.
like the pressure of like you got to get married by like 25.
So that's
have
so
kids, and it's
stupid.
just like yeah, we talked about this before, and it's just like that's not even a thing. Like it was a thing for parents, but like they also only like they didn't have like social media and stuff.
Right.
So,
And my
right,
mom
so-
says to this day,
Till
if
this
she
day.
could have gone back and lived with my dad first, she would have never married
my
my
mom
dad.
says the same thing. She's just like, oh gosh.
But
what
she was like, back then it was like, well, we were dating
Like,
for
that's
4
scary.
years.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
of course. I know. I'm like, this
makes
is
sense.
healthy.
I know. I'm like, thanks for telling me this. Can you not? But yeah, it's true though.
No, but that's awesome that like you guys. I feel like you guys. It just broke a whole different barrier that like I know you guys.
really.
We're
I give you-
also wise beyond
Yeah,
our
I was
years.
gonna say like I have a lot of friends who are like most of them are don't
Yeah.
think like this. A lot of
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
my friends say they're like you're very like level-headed when you think, and it's
Yeah.
just you can always like
Right.
But I think
You
that
gotta
might be
stay-
because I love being by myself.
yeah it's true. Like I'm totally
to a point
fine.
where
I'm
it might
like
be slightly a problem.
Here's the thing, you gotta get a question, right? So if I was 23, 24 years old, right?
Yeah.
Would I be the guy to be like, hey, my name's Jay. This is my job.
That's what I mean.
Would I be
but-
that guy?
No, I don't think
Nah.
so.
wait
Yeah,
for
I
what? Say
wouldn't-
that again. Sorry.
If I was like your age, right, and I was like trying to hit on one of you guys, would I be that guy who's saying like, oh, this is who I am. This is like my resume to attract you?
No, probably not.
I don't know.
think so. I don't know you.
I don't know. Yeah.
But like who knows? Because like you're still like you're older, so who knows if you got like stepped
Right.
back into our age, you could have been like thinking that's like say like all your guy friends do that. You're like okay, well
Yeah, exactly.
This is how
Yeah.
so I'm supposed to do it.
Yeah.
Like you know, like you don't know how else to do it.
Exactly.
But like
Right.
it's very very strange. Like
Yeah,
That is
Don't
very
do it.
strange. Yeah.
that's so weird.
I mean,
And
yeah.
the scary thing is it actually works on some girls.
that's like, but those are like the people who are just like insecure. Like I'm just
Yeah,
so sad.
exactly.
But like
Like,
it's
no
just
offense,
like a
but,
lot
like,
of like a lot like
quality
I said,
isn't
a lot
there,
of,
you know what I mean?
A lot of
Yeah.
variables come into play,
Yeah.
right?
For
like
sure,
it,
for sure.
that's the thing.
Yeah, and I also want to give some respect to Miranda by saying like how if you got out of like a bad relationship, she doesn't bring that into the next one.
Yeah,
because she
like
just
that's my
guy,
number
right?
one rule. Like that's like I've had so many, not like I guess with me too, but like with other relationships, like I've seen like my friends go through. It's just like they like the torture that they've been put through, guy or girl.
Right.
With them saying like, oh, you did this like 4 years ago. It's just like you can't judge somebody for what they did 4 freaking years ago. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that's, you didn't even know them then. Like, that's not fair. People are always growing.
Like, girls make mistakes too. It's not just the guys.
Right.
Like, you're always growing. You learn from your mistakes, and even if it wasn't a mistake, that was my choice, and I didn't know you then. So why does it matter? Like, I'm with you now. That's all that should matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? True. So like, that's like the one thing that always pisses me off. Like the moment like guys like, oh, you did this like this many years ago, or like you can't wear this to the bar. That's my biggest thing.
And
like,
I
I've
feel
had some
like,
people
but
say
girls
that.
have a
I'm just
tendency
like,
to do that thing where like at the start of the relationship they like lie about things and be like, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so chill with that.
Yeah.
And then like
the guys
we both do that. Go down, and then all of a sudden they do care, and then guys are like.
Yeah.
Wait,
like,
what?
Yeah.
And then they're like,
didn't.
I said I don't like when you hang out with your boys. And he's like, but you said, and then no wonder they're so confused all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because girls
I'm not gonna lie, guys. But when I do online, I think I'm gonna change my filter from 30 plus to like 23 plus now. I'm like so surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so surprised.
Our age group is woke.
Yeah, people think we're like not cool, but I think like it's awesome because like I said, going back to like we literally grew up without it, but like was introduced where we're old enough to know what it is and like know what like playing on freaking hockey on the street is like, and also like you know what I mean.
The online dating is crazy to me too because like I don't think I would come off well on just like I don't know how I would possibly write a bio that would possibly represent me in the slightest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right?
I
didn't get to experience that.
That's my problem.
Guys, listen, when I had Tinder, I had it like for fun. Like that's what everybody says for fun. But if you do come across somebody, you're like, oh hey. But I remember my Tinder bio was just like, enjoys to play GameCube, and that got so many people. People are like, you like GameCube? I'm just like, I love GameCube.
Hilarious.
But yeah,
awesome.
like that was it. I'm like, because I don't. People make such funny bios and stuff. I'm just like, how do you think of this?
And there's so many different things now. Like
maybe
Hinge has all those like prompting questions.
Right.
And, like, yeah, they're trying really.
I'm starting to think that we got the wrong girls on here because you guys are way too mature from what the answers I was expecting.
They're like, damn it, we wanted.
No, I'm
I'll bring my
joking.
sister next time. Sorry, Sam. But yeah, no, seriously, like it's.
And I also have some friends that have like completely differing opinions.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I have
That's
some
what I
friends
mean,
that are like, nope, that's an absolute deal breaker. And you're like, oh, really?
Yeah, but it sucks because like people do like think they're like, oh, you're like 23, like you like think like this way, like you're just such like a
right.
What is my generation? What are we like are we considered? We're not am I millennial?
I think you're on the like cusp of millennial.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So it's just like people just like put me into those categories. I'm just like
I see.
Like,
just putting it
in
that box, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like it's not like you get to know me, and like even like serving, people are like, oh, like I just like. Because people always go, how old are you? And I'm just like, yes. And they're like, ever since I started serving, like when I was 18, 19, they're like 24, 25.
Right.
And I'm like, no, like I'm actually like 19. They're like, no way.
I'm
and
sure
I'm just
you've
like,
gotten this too. How many people have been like, you're not at all what I expected.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're like, they think like I don't want to like you know, like pump myself up, but they're like, you're pretty. So I thought you'd be like
they
either
say,
a bitch or like you'd be like stupid or this and that. I'm just like, well, like I'm still a person. Like just because like I was born with like the way I look doesn't mean I'm like gonna be a bitch or I'm gonna be like.
So let me ask you guys, how important is looks to you guys?
Well, like looks is just like because. I don't like people like have types, but I feel like I don't have a type. Bad bitches is the only thing that I like. I'm just attracted to like somebody, but also like if I see somebody's picture like online,
right,
and I meet them in person, like that can completely like change the way I see them. You know what I mean? So like I feel like personality comes a lot into play, but like you have to be like attracted to somebody. Like you
definitely,
have
of course,
be, like,
of course.
Like no matter what it's like, what it is about them, you have to like
physical
have that like
attraction
physical attraction to like make. Like this is like what we said last time, but like pretty much you need to have that physical attraction or else the relationship simply won't work. Like you just
of course definitely.
Like it's just like without that, like it's simple, like it won't work. Like it's just as shallow as that sounds, like it's not. Like that's life. Like you need like, to be
and
like
so
attracted.
It's crazy though. Some people have like such a distinctive type. Like even guys do, but girls do too. Where like every boyfriend they have,
dark
you're like,
hair,
is that
like
the same
dark
one?
Yeah,
different. Like you're like, I don't even want to go say hi because I don't know if I've met you already.